Hey everybody, welcome. It's Timmy here with Couture. So excited to be live with you here today and share a new project with you from our new fall and winter line. Lots of great things that are in that catalog, and I can't wait to share a few of them with you tonight. For those of you that are just coming on in, be sure to say hi. I'm going to make sure that we are all ready to go here. So while you're coming in, be sure to give me a wave, say hi. I would love it if, as you're coming in, if you know someone you think that might enjoy watching us create with Couture, that you invite them on in. So go ahead and just hit that share button. Hey Cheryl, nice to see you. Welcome. Thanks for coming. So I'm just going to take a minute here and post this off into my VIP group. That is called my Style Innovators group. So if those of you who are listening in aren't a member yet of that special group, definitely feel free to reach out to me and let me know that you'd like to join. Actually, all you need to do is just put VIP in the comments and I can reach out to you that way. Or you can go right on my Facebook page and you will see a link to my Style Innovators group. That's where I share lots of cool things, a little bit of an encouragement, a little bit of building you up, because that's what that whole group is all about, a little bit of sharing some great project ideas. It's also where you can get some great specials and deals, and I actually have a special and deal going on in my VIP group today. It's only good for today, so if you like special deals, then that's the place that you want to be. So feel free to go ahead and request to join there. And I'll just put that up there for you so that you can see it. It's facebook.com/groups/style innovators. That's where you'll find it. We'll give folks here a minute or two to jump on, because this was a multiple choice option here today. And the multiple choice was choosing between 3 of our newest transfers and which ones we were going to pick. You guys did awesome in making your requests known, and I very much appreciate that. We got lots of good feedback, but it was really close, and so close, as a matter of fact, that I had a hard time deciding what we should do. Should we just do 1, or maybe could we sneak in 2? So I think the answer is that we are going to try to sneak in 2 projects tonight. And basically because both of them are really fun, easy, and quick. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try out our new Pennant banner, the 9x12, with the family is everything saying. And we're also, for all my snowman lovers out there, we are going to do the snowman. So I totally cracked up, I have to tell you, when I saw that y'all picked the snowman. And why did I crack up? Well, because I totally knew that I must be in my gang. Like, you definitely must be part of my tribe, because I am a huge snowman lover. And I was so excited that that got so many votes. So we are going to go ahead and get our project here going in just a sec. I'm going to take one more minute here and just share this off to my Style Innovators group and invite them in. And then I'm also going to just do a quick post to add my website here. So in case there's something that catches your fancy and you want to go grab it, you'll be able to go right to my website to do it. So let's get that going. Always like to make sure that I don't have a typo. Yay, no typo today. And there we go. So that's that. I'm going to grab the first project we're going to do, and I think we're going to start with our pennant. So I'm really excited about these pennants because, excuse me, that was really loud, sorry about that, because I love making banners. And we now offer these pennants. Am I saying that word right? Pennant. And they're in 2 sizes. So this is our 9x12 size. And if any of you have seen any of our pillowcases or the hanging canvas banner, this is the same material as that. So it's a nice canvas material, very nicely sewn, well done, well put together. And we have them in this 9x12 size and also in a little 5x7 size. And so if you want to take a couple of those 5x7s and string them along into a banner, perfect for like your fireplace mantle or something, you can do that. So there are some really beautiful designs in both the 9x12 and the 5x7 for the upcoming holidays. So I think it's going to be really fun to make these pennants. So it comes with a little dowel here, and there's a little space here to fit that dowel through. And it also comes with a little, what do you call this? Jute, I think. Tell me, somebody knows. Where you'll be able to string that right through and hang it. So you have everything you need to be able to hang this cute banner. Now, notice that what I did before we got started was I actually put the banner down on top of our ink mat. That's because we're going to be working with inks for this project, not our chalk paste. So if this is one of your first times watching me work with ink, I would love it if you would put in a number 1 and say inks, yes. I don't do inks all that often, mostly because honestly I love the whole chalk paste and being able to erase and redo on our chalkboards, and I really love how the chalk works, but I also do enjoy our inks as well. So this is a good opportunity to try them out. This is the transfer that we're going to be using on our pennant. So family is not an important thing, it's everything. So this is one of our size B transfers. It's 8.5 by 11, and it retails for $14.99 on our website. So you can go to the site and grab it. The pennant, by the way, this 9x12 size is just $9.99. So it's a really great project to start with, and as it's inexpensive and you can test it out. It's also really nice because this is such a beautiful and intricate design that we don't need to use multiple colors on this. A single color I think is going to look really gorgeous, and that's why I said this project is going to be super, super quick. Now usually before I tear off or take off this transfer from, oh, I can't find mine, it's all right. Before we, I usually mark the back of my transfer just so that I know that this is the backer sheet for this particular transfer. I don't have my Sharpie nearby, so I'm going to bypass that. And I'm just going to lay that down here and put that over to the side. So what we want to do is we want to lay this on our canvas banner where we want it to go. And again, if you're just watching and this is the first time you are seeing Chalk Couture in action, welcome. It's great to have you. And I said, as you come in, be sure to say hi and let me know. If you did vote today for our different choices, which one you voted for. And as I mentioned, there were 3 choices. And I think we'll only be able to do 2 here. But the third one is the pumpkins, and I can't wait to get my hands on those darling pumpkin shapes and create with those. So that's my project coming up for this Wednesday, in a couple of days. So if you want to see those pumpkins, just be sure to join us at that beautiful Wednesday. Now I'm just going to take our squeegee here. It doesn't have anything on it. I just use it as a way to make sure that I don't have any air bubbles. Oops, and I can hear some. There they go. I don't know if you can hear that little noise. That little noise means there's a little air under there. And we are just making sure that we're getting all that air out so that we have a nice adherence to our banner and we won't have ink going where we don't want it. So just using my squeegee here to press out any air. And now you notice, because we're working on fabric, I didn't need to fuzz this first. It's sticking perfectly well, but not so much that it's going to be hard to pull up. And that's really the reason why we fuzz the transfer first. And I think we've got all the air out. I'm going to do one more view. Now I had a hard time choosing which color I wanted to go with, but when I created a pillowcase, one of the very first ink projects I did on this fabric, I used our Gold Shimmer paste, and it was ink, excuse me, not the paste, the ink, and it was so gorgeous that I thought, you know what, this would be really pretty to do with the gold. So this is our inks. Our inks come in a 3-ounce container, as you can see here. Whoops, it's been a little while since I opened this. As you can see, got a little fuzz there. There we go. Just going to take my stir stick here and give this a little stir. But our inks are gorgeous. They're nice and smooth, and they're nice and glittery, the shimmer gold. It comes in gold, silver, and copper in our inks. And to simply add the color to our transfer, all we're going to do is dip our squeegee into our container of ink, and then we're just going to pull the chalk paste, I'm sorry, the ink, I keep calling chalk paste, over the surface of the screen until it's completely covered. Hello, Miss Nancy. Thank you so much for being patient with me last night. Nancy and I were planning to get together to do a little chalking, but my husband and I took a rather impromptu trip to the beach, which went a little longer. Summertime traffic always takes me by surprise. I don't know why. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but we were running a little late, so Nancy and I are going to reschedule our time together. But this is a great saying, right? Family just isn't important, it's everything. And family certainly is everything. For those of you that have been watching me, you know I was really looking forward to my son Chris being home. He was on leave from the military, so he had 2 weeks home with us. And it was so wonderful to have him here and home. And see, we're just finishing up covering the screen here fully. Now you want to make sure that you don't go beyond the screen, and it's just the white areas that we have to worry about. The green is just where the adhesive is. And because this is the shimmer, I do find that adding a little extra elbow grease, not really grease, but you know what I mean, a little extra pressure, just make sure we get these nicely covered. So that is it. We are going to just pull up any excess, and believe it or not, that's how fast this project goes. So whether you're doing this on a pillow for a pillowcase or this beautiful banner pennant, that's it. That's all it takes. Our little squeegee there is washable. Hello, Miss Susan Stanky. Nice to have you. And once I've made sure I don't have any ink on my hands, then I can go ahead and find a corner here. And like always, we just want to pull it up so that we are not stretching our transfer. Look at this, how gorgeous this is. How easy. And look at that gold shimmer ink. How gorgeous is this? Wouldn't this be lovely for a fall or Thanksgiving banner to put out for the holidays? Isn't that really pretty? So I'm just going to take this. I have a little water bath here next to me. I'm just going to put this into the water bath to let it soak until I can wash it off with some water. That's all it takes, is a little bit of water. And voila, we are done. So super fast, right? I said this. I think we could definitely do 2 projects because this is going to be a really quick one. Now what we want to do to make sure that this is permanent is we actually are going to heat set it. You can heat set it with an iron. All you need is a warm iron, and you want to press this about 4 minutes, just rotating your iron over the surface. Put a piece of parchment paper down as a barrier. To be extra secure that it is heat set, you can turn it over and do it on the back. The other thing that you can use, if you have one handy, is you can use a heat press, which I do have mine nearby. So once we finish our next project, we can go ahead and use the heat press there to get it heat set. And then that's it. After that, it is washable, and you can have no fear about it getting dirty because you can just simply throw it in the wash. So that's one of the great benefits of our gorgeous inks, is that it is permanent. So unlike our chalk pastes, which are semi-permanent, these will be permanent once we heat set them. So that's it. So that's it. What do you think of this one? This one was very cute. Now, I think the picture that I showed was using the Midnight ink, or the darker color blue. We have some new ink colors out. Let's take a look at all of those here. But that's one of the great things here, is that you can use multiple colors on here. You can use different colors to match your area. So yes, I think the newest dark blue is called Cadet, and that was very similar to our old Midnight. So if you liked the blue that was showing in the catalog for that, you could use the Cadet. Or if there's a different color that you really like, there are plenty of options to choose from. So the shimmer colors that we have, I mentioned, are gold, copper, and silver. We do have also shimmers available in our pastes, and you can see them all online as well. And we added a brand new shimmer red for the holidays. So I think you're gonna love that. So this one's done. We're gonna put this off to the side. I'm gonna walk over here to grab our next project. So I had left that over in my other area here. And here it is, the lovely snowman. So I love this guy. And I have to confess, I actually already gave him a whirl because he was so cute. I had to try him out and see how easy he is. So we have used him once. That's the beauty of our transfers, is that you can reuse them over and over again. Same is true of our chalkboard surfaces. Now, this is a brand new surface. This is what we call our Sylvie Chalkboard surfaces. And they have a beautiful white frame, black chalkboard, and you can see that there are hanging tools on either side. I like to use, you know, these little 3M strips on my wall, so that's what I have on the back. This comes in 3 different sizes. So the 9x12 that we have here, we also have a 12x18 and a really big 18x24. These are all really affordable and reasonably priced. This also comes with a black frame and a white chalkboard center. So super cute. I know, Penny, isn't he just darling? Hey Trish, I know it's a little early for you. Did you see we did the inks a few minutes ago? Did you just join in? If so, you'll have to watch the beginning of the video. I did it just for you, Trish, and we used the Gold Shimmer paste. So I hope you like it. The second project is our adorable snowman, and as you heard me say at the beginning, I am a snowman addict. I love snowmen, and so when I saw that we came out with this cool transfer, I just couldn't wait to get my hands on it. So it says, "There's a snow place like home." He's super cute. And I'm just going to put this out of our way here. And I'm going to do a little bit different than the first time that I did it, which you didn't see, of course. But it, I think I am going to give him a red hat this time. Last time I gave him a gray hat. I don't know, I didn't like him as much. So, and I'm also going to use our regular red chalk paste, our candy apple. Of course, the orange peel for his nose. And all the rest of him is going to be white. So his scarf and his hat are going to be red. And then, so we're going to use 3 colors. That's my gig tonight, I think. And again, this one's super easy. Now when we're working with multiple colors, so I feel a little bubble there. I don't know where that's, there's a bubble on here. Oh, that's what it's just a little bubble there. When we're using 3 different colors, we do want to kind of move fairly quickly. So I usually find it's best to open up and stir all my transfers, chalk paste first. Oh, I'm glad that you got to join. Like I said, I know it's a little early for you out there on the West Coast, but we're glad you're here with us, Trish. So like I said, I just stir these up and make sure that they are ready to go. When you first open up your chalk paste container, you want to always give it a really good stir. And it should be a really nice consistency where it's kind of running off. You can't even see because my hand's in the way here. Where it's kind of running off your stir. And if it is, then it's perfect. If it feels a little thick, don't worry. All you need to do is add in a little bit of water, and that will thin it right out. So this one's been around for a little while. So I'm going to add just a little squirt of water. So just a little water bottle you can grab. We actually just came out with a beautiful mister. I haven't gotten it yet. So if you're looking for a water mister to purchase, you can grab one from our catalog. But we're going to stir that, and that looks good. So now we've all our colors out, so this will make it really just easy for us to move pretty quickly. The other thing that I find that makes my life a little bit easier is having a squeegee for each color so that I don't have to worry about washing or stopping in between. And I also like to make sure that I have the right size squeegee for the job that I'm doing. So we're going to use the small squeegee, and I'm trying to find my mini. I have pieces of small squeegees that I have cut previously, but we also have a mini. Oh, there we go. Here's the mini. All right, so we've got the mini, and I'm going to take one of my cut pieces here for, which is about the same size as the mini here for the red. So I usually find it's a little bit easier to move down. So start from the top and move down. So because we are going with a couple of different colors, just a couple of tips. One, load up on your chalk paste and keep it pretty thick. And before we finish up, we'll go over it again and take up the excess, because as you know, we don't need a whole lot of chalk paste. Matter of fact, a thin layer is really best. So, whoop, 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 whoop. We're just going to kind of keep it a little thick, and then we'll go back over it before we lift up the transfer. And that's really only so that we don't let it dry on the transfer before we're ready to lift it. Now the other thing you can do is what we call a chalk and pull method, and we might actually use a combination of the chalk and pull method and kind of this thicker. So we'll have to see how we feel, how it's looking. It's a little warm, so that's always a little bit of the thing that you need to take into consideration. If it's warm in the space that you're working, then it's going to dry a little bit faster. So the chalk and pull method in a warm room might be best, or just keep it really thick. So it's pretty thick here, you see, a little thicker than I normally am keeping it on. All right, and then our last color is white, and everything else is going to be white. And I might need a little smaller one here just to make sure I don't blend into the red. So we could use I'm going to go ahead and get this covered here. Whoop. So it has been a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous July so far. I hope it has been a fabulous one for you as well. I am coming to you a little bit earlier than I normally do today because one of my teammates is growing her business and developing as a leader, and she is going to be actually doing a training for the rest of our team, which I'm super excited about in a little bit. So I wanted to come on early and get this here going so that we can see how gorgeous this looks. And I am going to take a little small one here and get in here without worrying about blurring my colors too much. There we go. I have been feeling very, very blessed by this business, by the awesome women I've had the pleasure of working with, and I appreciate all of you being along with me on this journey. Super excited about the opportunities it's presented for me and for my team and the beautiful and lovely women that I've had the opportunity to meet and work with and help them to grow. If any of what I do seems of interest to you and you'd like to learn more about what it means to be a chalk couture designer, I'd be happy to share with you. So please feel free to reach out to me anytime and I'd be happy to share. We have a great team that really supports one another. We all just came back from conference in Dallas and had the great pleasure of getting to know each other even better and encouraging one another. And now we're in the midst of doing a business builders boot camp class together where we're really learning from one another and really figuring out how we can really affect each other's lives and those of that we get to serve. So there we go. So that red there was a little bit dry, so you'll see I didn't work quite as fast. That's what happens when I'm chit-chatty, you know that. There we go. And there he is. Cute. Now, I do really like the red hat. I liked it better than when I did the gray hat. I think it really pops. I hope you guys like it as well. Got a little bit of a chalk paste on my hands, but that's it. That was so fun. Super easy, right? So 2 projects for the price of 1. Haha, not really, but you know what I mean. In our live today, we finished up in my 30 minutes, which is what I normally like to do. So I hope that you enjoyed watching and that you got inspired by these cute little projects. Any of these projects are available on my website, and you can head right over there. I will tag the products that I use so that you know to this post, so you can easily shop if you'd like. Also, remember that I am having a special in my VIP group. And remember, if you're not familiar with how to get to my VIP group, it's facebook.com/groups/style innovators. It's only in my private groups where I can post specials. So I do have a special going on today. It's only good for today. So you can check that out. And if you have any questions, certainly feel free to reach out to me. And as I said, if you'd like to learn a little bit more about becoming a chalk couture designer or learning what it is to have a chalk couture business and what it's all about, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to share it with you, have a call. Hope you had a really nice evening, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Until next time, the pumpkins on Wednesday. See ya then. Bye.